Hi, my name is John Conley. I'm very excited to share a wonderful technology with you as a health and fitness professional today that can help you to help your clients in ways that you've never been able to do before. We really appreciate your time and coming and listening to this, and we promise that it won't be a waste of your time in taking on board the information that we have and the opportunity that we've got for you. The technology we're talking about, just to give you a bit of background, has been developed by a company called Nu Skin Enterprises. They're well over 30 years old. They've been in the health and beauty sector for that time. As you can see, they're well recognized by various different business organizations, Forbes, Fortune. They're quoted on the stock exchange in New York as well. So they're a very transparent, very recognized company. They do a lot of business around the world, 54 different countries, and obviously in excess of 2 billion in sales last year. So this is a company that is well established and does very, very well for its clients. One of the reasons it does is because it has a team of world-class scientists. Some of those scientists have come from the pharmaceutical sector, and so when they develop products in the nutritional area, they tend to make them pharmaceutical grade, as in they use the same kind of supply chain processes, production and manufacturing processes that you would if you were developing drugs, if you're making drugs. So they're very, very high standard of production, and without obviously being subject to the regulations, they make themselves subject to the regulations. So one of the reasons that Nu Skin have done so well and have got in excess of 2 billion in sales is because there is an aging population, and people want to control how they age. So we have comments from people like 60% of women in a recent study say that 60s is the new middle age. They don't want to get older. They don't want to die. People obviously need to keep working longer as well because of the economics of the world as well. So we've got a very aging population across most of the developed world, North America, Europe, and much of Asia. And currently half of the European population is over 40. One of the challenges that we have is that our lifestyles have changed as well. So not only are we aging and having less children, but we're also more stressed out. We're time poor and opportunity rich. So we don't tend to get the kind of sleep that we need. We don't tend to eat the right kind of foods. We're eating larger portion sizes of food that isn't particularly good for us. So some people are getting overweight. And also, we're not getting the amount of fruits and vegetables that we should. Bare minimum is 5. Some agencies around the world say that we could be eating as many as 13, fist-sized portions of fruits and vegetables a day. We're not doing that by and large, and so there's a problem. So we've got this growing nutritional supplement industry, $35 billion or 35 billion euro industry rather, and it's growing. But it doesn't seem to be working particularly well because we tend to see that with the older population, we're more into disease control in our healthcare than we are in actually preventing ill health. And obviously, diet, exercise, lifestyle, all those things can prevent us from having ill health. But by and large, most of us are on medications to just stop us from having the adverse effects of ill health. So that's not a good place to be. So Nu Skin Enterprises, in an effort to help to stem the tide of this kind of ill health, have partnered with a lot of different organizations. They partnered with Pharmanex, which is their supplement wing. They've obviously developed a lot of outside skincare supplements over the years with their Nu Skin range. And they partnered with LifeGen Technologies as well, and a number of other research organizations like Stanford University, the University of Utah, which I'll talk about in a moment, to develop products and services and technologies that are cutting edge and groundbreaking, and that can show that they actually do work for the health of the body of the recipient. This is an important principle here. The chief scientific officer at Nu Skin is Dr. Joe Chang. If you can't measure it, it's not scientific. That's his philosophy, and he's absolutely right about that. I've worked for many, many years in academia and consulting with large organizations, so I understand that you cannot tell an organization to do something unless there's good data to back up that they should do that. And it's the same in the health and fitness realm. You can't tell somebody that they need to take such and such a drink or such and such a food unless you can show them what that's actually going to do for them. You can't tell them to do a specific exercise unless you can actually demonstrate that that exercise is going to be good for their body. And that's the realm that Nu Skin are in, and that certainly we are very interested in Nu Skin from this point of view, that they can actually show that what they say is correct. So what I want to talk about now is the S3 scanner. The S3 scanner is an amazing piece of technology. It was developed initially at the University of Utah, which is a leading research university in the United States. It's a university, for example, that carried out some of the first heart transplants back in the 1950s and 1960s, and developed a lot of the technology needed for that. So they're a leading research university, and they developed this technology using Nobel Prize winning Raman spectroscopy, which basically uses light refraction to tell what's actually inside of our bodies. And this is a very exciting technology. So let me just let the chief scientific officer and other officers at Nu Skin tell you how this technology works, and then we'll come back.
The Pharmanex Biophotonic S3 scanner gives you a skin carotenoid score that measures the carotenoid antioxidant level in your skin. In less than a minute, you can find out if your supplements are giving you the antioxidant protection you need for optimal nutritional support.
We do not believe in guessing when it comes to nutrition at Pharmanex. We are using scientific research to support better health and help others to lead a life full of vitality. Pharmanex is the difference demonstrated in our research, in our technology, and in our products, because improving your life is our #1 mission.
The exclusive Biophotonic S3 scanner functions on the principle of scattered light called resonant Raman spectroscopy. The S3 scanner is the result of years of research and experience with the science of antioxidant detection. To understand the scanner's technology, you must first understand light. White light has all different wavelengths, represented by colors. The scanner produces a narrow beam of light in which all of the photons are the same color, blue, but a blue that is engineered specifically to be exactly 478 nanometers in wavelength. When a 478 nanometer photon of light comes into contact with a carotenoid, something interesting happens. The 478 nanometer photon resonates with the carotenoid molecule and becomes a 518 nanometer photon of green light. Because the number of photons generated is proportional to the concentration of carotenoids in the skin, these green photons are then counted to provide the carotenoid score.
I encourage you to take charge of your health today. The first step is to learn your skin carotenoid score. If it isn't as high as it should be, supplement your diet with Pharmanex products while making healthier diet and lifestyle choices. And in a few months, get another scan. When you see an improved score, I think you will know that the products are making a difference in your body. You will have the confidence to know that your body is getting what it needs. Now you have become the difference demonstrator.
So once you've actually had a scan, what does the scanner score mean? So from your point of view, when you're dealing with a client and you're having them get themselves a scan, you need to be able to tell them a few things about their lifestyle based on the scan score. And based on millions of scans over the years, our scan scores basically represent a number of different things. So we talk about dietary habits, we talk about supplementation and lifestyle choices. So a very low scan score, typically the person involved will have a low consumption of fruit and vegetables. They will have irregular or no supplementation, or they're taking supplements that don't work, which is a big problem because the vast majority of them, as far as the scanner is concerned, the vast majority of supplements out there actually don't do anything in the body. And then there's lifestyle choices as well. So high stress, high sun and pollution exposure, and smoking possibly. And then all the way to the high end where you want to be in the greens and in the blues. That's where a person's lifestyle is generally that they're eating the right kind of foods, high fruits and vegetables. They've got optimal supplementation. We'll talk about some of that in just a moment. And they have a low stress life. So they kind of try to insulate themselves from stress and from pollution as well. That's really where we want to get our clients to be. And that's where they're going to feel more energetic, where they're going to have better immune health and better health just in general. So one of the tools that Nu Skin have developed to help people to get there are supplements. And the big question is, how do I know my supplements are working? And in a health and fitness club every day and with personal trainers every day, their clients are using a variety of different supplements. So the Biophotonic scanner can be a great lie detector test to show whether the supplements are actually working or not. So we want to talk about a couple of supplements that Nu Skin have developed that work. that have been scientifically formulated to make sure that the skin carotenoid score actually goes up. And by that, you can tell that that the overall antioxidant health in the person is very, very good. So one of these supplements is LifePak Plus. We're going to talk about that first. And we have something called JVI, which is a fruit juice, and then there's also a Marine Omega, which is an optional supplement. With LifePak Plus, let me show you a video, and let's.
Today, I'd like to discuss LifePak. Experts in nutrition agree that diets rich in fruits and vegetables are important. However, recent studies by the CDC show that individuals do not achieve even the minimum recommendation for servings of fruits and vegetables daily due to our dietary preferences, hectic lifestyle, and so much more. Additionally, research demonstrates that most individuals are deficient in one or more micronutrients, even among individuals who earnestly strive to eat a balanced diet. Pharmanex scientists therefore developed LifePak, which contains a potent blend of nutrients including vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients. LifePak is indeed a scientifically based formula with over 800,000 published studies to substantiate its comprehensive list of nutrients. Although LifePak is only one product, it delivers the benefits of 7 formulas in one. We could spend hours talking about all the science of each nutrient in LifePak, but I'll summarize just some of the more important benefits. First, LifePak corrects nutritional deficiencies with balanced amounts of nutrients and bioavailable forms of these nutrients which have been formulated for optimal absorption. Second, LifePak is a balanced bone nutrition product, providing healthy levels of the key bone nutrient calcium. But bone nutrition isn't complete without other ingredients in LifePak like magnesium, vitamin D, and others for comprehensive bone support. And third, LifePak provides immune support, which immune strengthening ingredients because a healthy immune system is vital for optimal wellness. The fourth point is that LifePak supports normal blood glucose maintenance with nutrients like chromium and alpha-lipoic acid. Fifth, LifePak provides cardiovascular benefits with nutrients like B vitamins and flavonoid antioxidants. The sixth key benefit of LifePak is that it contains an array of anti-aging nutrients to protect against cellular DNA damage. And finally, the seventh key point is that LifePak contains more than 40 antioxidants to combat free radicals that constantly attack our cells. So you take all these together, the key benefit to LifePak is that it was developed with a scientific consensus and not just based on one or two scientists' opinions, but on a multitude of scientific studies. This has allowed us to provide a complete dietary supplement in clinically effective amounts and bioavailable forms of ingredients. LifePak has also been subject to double-blind clinical studies, confirming the antioxidant benefits of this innovative anti-aging product. So in summary, I hope you now have a better understanding of how and why we develop LifePak for your consumption.
So as you saw in the video, LifePak Plus has been engineered for a lot of different uses. LifePak in general has. With LifePak Plus, we have 9 different main purposes for your health that LifePak Plus includes. So vision, cognitive function, cardiovascular health, skin health, antioxidant defense, and immune system support, which is huge, metabolism, thyroid function, and bone health. I would urge you guys to take a look at the different ingredients here and how they actually affect those different areas of the body and become an expert on that. For some of you, you already are an expert on that and you know well that this works and it works really, really well. For others, do some study. We've got some materials that we can give you that just tell you, for example, when it comes to vision, why it is that vitamin A helps with vision. And the cool thing, of course, about LifePak is it is scanner certified. So we know that it actually works. It's been engineered for that purpose. JVI is a fruit juice that they designed just a few years ago specifically for the European market, and it uses European fruits and berries, and they're really, really effective. The three main things that JVI does are protect cells from oxidative stress, the normal function of immune system, and then it also has a very, very positive effect on the skin. At this point, it would probably help to talk a little bit about the scanner and how it was that Nu Skin developed the scanner. This is an interesting story that you wouldn't have got from that video. So the scanner was developed, or the scan technology was developed in the late 1990s at the University of Utah. And what they were trying to do was they were trying to come up with a way to measure the correlation between carotenoids in our system, so carotenoid antioxidants, which obviously come from things like tomatoes and carrots and things. They were trying to measure the correlation between a high level of carotenoids and eye function. So how well our eyes actually work, okay, and eye health overall. And so they developed this technology using Raman spectroscopy, which is Nobel Prize winning technology from the 1930s, the resonant light that you would have seen in the video. And they found that, yes, there actually was a very heavy correlation between a high intake of fruits and vegetables and eye health overall. So our grannies were right to tell us to eat our carrots and that they'd help our eyesight, or to eat our greens, that it would help us be healthy. That's absolutely correct. And we know this instinctively, but obviously from a scientific point of view, being able to show it is a very, very positive thing. And being able to show not only that there's a high correlation between the intake of those things and carotenoids in the skin, which the scanner does, and then the high correlation between carotenoids in the skin and overall antioxidant health is really, really important. So Nu Skin did that, or sorry, the University of Utah did that. And then they were looking for kind of test subjects, so to speak, and they came across a guy called Nathan Ricks, who somehow got into their office, and they tested him. And Nathan Ricks was distributing LifePak at the time. So we just looked at LifePak Plus. He was distributing a version of LifePak from 20 years ago for Nu Skin. He's a Nu Skin distributor. And they tested him, and they found that his carotenoid score, skin carotenoid score, was off the charts, like nothing they'd ever seen before. And they tested a lot of people that were taking lots of nutritional supplements. And basically what they'd shown was that those nutritional supplements were not working while his were. So they asked him what he was taking, and he said LifePak. And so he introduced them to the guys who run Pharmanex, the nutritional supplement wing of Nu Skin Enterprises. And they developed a partnership, and ultimately Nu Skin bought the rights to that technology, of the biophotonic scanner, and put about $150 million into it to get it to where it is today. So it's something that's portable, something that can be taken around to doctors' offices, dentists, health and fitness clubs, etc. So that's a really interesting thing, that it was kind of a fortuitous thing there that Nu Skin set out to develop pharmaceutical grade nutritional supplements, and that when one of their users of LifePak went to the University of Utah, it was shown that that was actually happening, that the nutritional supplements were actually working at a pharmaceutical grade, that the ingredients were doing what they said that they would do in the body, and that most other competitors really weren't. And so what you find with Nu Skin is that you find Olympians, for example, have used LifePak as a nutritional supplement because they know that it works, and they know that the other stuff that perhaps they've taken in the past doesn't really work. So you can totally vouch for this, for JVI or for LifePak. You can show that they work. So you would tend to scan somebody and then get them on one of the supplements and have them come back in 30 days. And you can show them that their skin carotenoid score has actually gone up, and that their overall health is better. This is our website, bodyscanscience.com. This is the tool that we're going to use and allow you to use to book your clients in for scans. So as you find clients and they're interested in doing scans, this is where they book in. This is where they pay for the scan ahead of time. This is where we schedule it ahead of time. We can give you more details about that later on. This also has a lot of information about the products too. So it's a good website to share with people, especially on their mobile devices, so they can take a look and get product information. If they're not really interested in taking away a physical paper brochure, which we'll provide you with as well, this is something that will help them to basically learn about the product, learn about the scanner, and get all the information they need so that they can then book on the site. For those of you who are interested in the money element here, and I know that there are some personal trainers that are way more focused on helping people than they are on the money, and good for you if you're one of those personal trainers or one of those gym owners. But the money situation basically is, as we've said, we're going to allow you guys to use this technology, groundbreaking technology that's been proven in multiple markets around the world in health and fitness settings. We're going to let you use it for nothing, with no upfront cost to you at all, okay? So if you reckon that you can get 30 people to get scans every month, Then according to our experience in other markets, and obviously this is not a guaranteed income, so just I want to specify that here, but according to our experience in other markets in terms of customer attrition over time, in terms of referrals that you're going to get from some of your customers, and in terms of one or two other things, just in terms of the trends that we see elsewhere. Month one would bring in an additional 480 euros, okay, in income. Month two would bring in 800, month three, 1,000, and so on to 1,640 in month six, okay, and just extra income for you as a club or as a personal trainer in using the scanner with 30 new clients every single month. If you have a large operation and can get a lot of clients to come and use the scanner, the income obviously is going to be quite a bit higher, and it's going to be paid at a higher percentage by Nu Skin as well. So month one will be 2,300 euros, month two 3,100, month three rather 4,000, all the way up to in excess of 6,000 in month six, which unfortunately my head is in the way of, and I haven't figured out how to actually move my head out of the way. But you get the general picture that as you use the scanner, it'll bring in extra income in terms of scan fees, the fee that the client will pay to get the scan done, which will normally be about 20 euros, of which you will get a portion. And then in terms of a commission that you'll get on selling LifePak and JBI, you won't have to stock or inventory any of that stuff. There's no carrying cost, no cost to you at all. If a customer wants to buy LifePak Plus or JBI, then they just buy it online, and then they're locked in as your customer. Okay, so they don't switch to another customer once they're locked in as your customer. So this is an incredible opportunity for you to use a technology that's groundbreaking, that's been proven around the world, and that's based on Nobel Prize winning science, to use it totally for free, to be able to give your clients something that you've never been able to give them before, which is proper analysis of what their diet is actually doing in their body, so that they can know if they're eating the right foods, they can know if their supplements are working, and obviously then you can give them options in terms of the supplements that Nu Skin offer that have been proven to actually work with the scanner, and proven to improve and increase carotenoid levels in the skin, and by extension improve the overall antioxidant health. You can now give them those options, and you can show them that they're actually working, which is something that obviously as a personal trainer or as a gym owner will add incredible value to you, will give you much greater credibility in the eyes of your customers. And the cool thing is then the customers will be able to get other things from Nu Skin that you'll be paid for as well, because you've referred that customer. So it's an awesome opportunity for you to increase the value for your customers and to bring in extra cash flow to your business. Thank you very, very much for your time. I hope this has been extremely helpful. We appreciate your time. And again, let's have a meeting. Let's set this up and get you going for the next number of months. Thank you.